Hey knife enthusiasts, how y'all doing today? Want to do a spotlight on Civivi Knives. Anybody knows they send cut Civivi, and we are all the same company, we being the high end, one of my favorite EDCs for any of you who've been watching the video or looking at articles on our website at knifeenthusiast.com. Anyway, they're medium price point. They're not super cheap, but they used to be cheaper, but they're getting a name, and I don't blame them because they give you a lot of value for their money. And I want to talk about the timber bark today and the cloud peak. So let's start with the little guy first. Come in very different types of carry systems. This one, beautiful little knife. I believe it has G10 handles. Is that what it says over here? Yeah, G10 handles and a satin finished 14C28N blade. Now that's a Swedish steel. It's a very, very good stainless. I don't know why American manufacturers don't use it more. The Swedish people love it. Laren Thomas over at Knife Nerds, he loves the steel. You should check him out as well. He's the one who created Magnet Cut, for anybody who doesn't know. Anyway, comes in a nice pancake style sheath over here, right? Looks like Kydex to me. And they have, I thought it was a proprietary lock, which it has their name on it, right? Kind of everybody's copying the tech lock nowadays, but it says Terrazula on it, so I wonder if he designed it. But in any case, do I like it as much? No, because you need to hit both sides. The other ones, you just kind of one-handed thing. This you got to hit on both sides. But anyway, this would be great for a pocket EDC, even though it's not set up for that. It's set up for a belt, but you definitely could pocket EDC it. Now look at this blade. Very hard to get out of the sheath. Again, nice push off there, but a lot of these are hard when they're newer. I'm finding as you use them more, they kind of loosen up. Look at this little blade here. They did a beautiful job on this. There's a nice logo on there. Look at that jimping they got here. Anybody who's never used a small knife. Now this looks like a skinning blade to me. Look at that big belly over there. And you really want to get up on there? That's really nice to have. Beautiful satin finish on here. Nice thin edge geometry, which is what you want on a little slicey knife. Enough of a handle. Again, I always talk about my beefy hands. Look at that nice contouring they did. Nice palm swell over there. Knife guard. They did a good job on the bolts over here. They're not recessed, but they're chamfered, so that's nice. And they give you this nice lanyard on there as well, which is nice in a small knife because sometimes it's hard to get out of the pocket. Anyway, this is not supposed to be a full-handed knife. See how I get my 3 fingers on that? Can you see that? That's exactly how it should be when you're using a knife like this. You're slicing, you're pushing, you're boning things out. Really, really nice little knife. It's about the $50 range, maybe $60 range, I think. Again, these things might have gone up since I got them. But it's a capable little knife. Probably razor sharp. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Knife's popping the hair right off my arm. Let's see if I can do... Oh, yeah. So, again, I don't have a lot of real estate on it. It's hard with my big hands, but it's definitely slicing over here. Let's see if we can do a little notch just for giggles. Again, it'll do it. The problem is it's so thin, it's uncomfortable to push with my hand. But I bet it's a great little carver. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Nice job. And a nice blade steel. Nice package for about 60 bucks. Nice orange handles, too. They do this, by the way. I used to stay away. I used to get black handles, but if you drop them when you're playing in the woods and stuff like that, it's nice to have that. Probably a great little tackle box knife as well. Second knife. Now, this one has some great parts and some rough parts. The first rough part you're looking at, they give you a beautiful sheath on this little guy. Not so much on this. You guys know I don't like these sheaths with these little straps because you can slice them coming out. I mean, tiny little belt loop there. They use a real thick leather on there, curiously. Like the leather's quality. Single stitch. I'd like to see a double stitch on there. Let's see how low that is. Look how that would carry. Again, it's not going to be a problem if you have it tight on your belt, but if you just... They could do a little bit better on that. Again, this is not a super cheap knife. This is about 120 bucks. For that amount of money, they can give you a little more sheath. BPS for, 40 bucks does a better job on the sheath. They can too. Or they can buy it aftermarket. Again, they give you a nice lanyard on this. Now for the good part, though. Look at this blade. Is this gorgeous? It's a full flat ground. You guys can see this, called the Cloud Peak, right? G10 handles, and it's Nitro V blade. I don't have a lot of experience in Nitro V, but it's a pretty tough blade, right? Holds an edge okay, not as long as some other blades, but I see more and more people using it. Look at the fit and finish on this. What a gorgeous job. It's like a Loveless type design with a nice guard here. No spacing. I mean, everything is just perfect. That's what bothers me so much about the sheath. You're giving somebody such a perfect knife here, you gotta put in a pretty sheath. That's a pretty ugly sheath. They got their nice logo on there. Funny enough, I don't think they have the steel on there. No, I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, this feels great now. See how wide that is top to bottom? This thing locks in. Now, usually I don't like it tapered, but they have enough thickness here that it does a good job. They did put the loop over here in a perfect shot. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. That's what gets me so angry about the sheath. I mean, they would have done something like this, they would have been fine. Let's see how this guy does over here on the wood. Now again, thin slicey tip on that, for those who like that. Oh my God. Oh yeah. This thing, well, I'm afraid to go too deep, but it is curling up. Let's try a better spot over here. Decent. Again, it's a V-edge, thin blade. Not the best, but not bad. It'll do the job. Now, this is pretty rounded. I don't know if it's going to throw sparks, but you know, you could always fix that up yourself. Oh yeah, it bites. I'm getting it in there. Again, the thin profile is always harder to use this way because it's going to get fatiguing on your opposite thumb after a while. But yeah, does a pretty nice job. Anyway, beautiful knife. It would be a beautiful hunting knife, beautiful gift knife, and a great steel as well. Find knives like this, buy and sell them internationally on knifeenthusiast.com. Thanks for watching.